Short rest. For episode 60, you're still in the Feywild. Isn't that fun?
Come on.
That's exactly.
You're still there.
I mean, we got tacos, so.
You got
We got
tacos.
tacos.
We figured out what the
happened.
Taco Bell is, dude. Oh my god!
We only had to find a lost dude tethered to the Feywild to be like, yeah, that's what that is.
It makes sense that a Taco Bell's in the Fey, or somebody from the Feywild would be the one to be like, yeah, I totally know what a Taco Bell is.
Yeah.
But of course.
It had to fit. The most chaotic energy person had to be there.
Now I want tacos, I still do.
You want what?
I want tacos.
You know, you mentioned owlbear wings, and I went, now I want wings.
Well, only one of us is pregnant, so I don't know what your excuse is.
I'm hungry? I don't know, man.
I'm like, wings and tacos are awesome.
Yes, they are.
Together's interesting though.
Yeah, that is an interesting mix.
A wing flavored taco.
I'm sure that's a thing. I feel
I'm
like
almost
people
certain that's a
put wing
thing.
sauce on tacos.
Taco
I mean, would it
flavored
taste
wings.
Would it take like Breedia?
Oh.
I guess.
No.
No.
No,
Birria
I mean, like,
tastes
if
like
they,
birria. Nothing
I
else
feel
tastes
like-
like it.
I was just like, if it's just the wing sauce, it's just probably going to taste like taco meat or whatever meat you have with wing sauce in a taco.
Or just look like
That-
a buffalo wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys finished off. It was funny because you guys did essentially like hundreds of points of damage in the last bit of combat with a Jabberwocky, and it only took like maybe 2 more rounds from you guys, where it didn't take too long because one, Savannah's doing constant sneak attacks, and Rolly's hitting 2 people at once with 1 round, and it's a pretty solid time. I think the only one
That it
who
was.
really got hurt was probably Vera with the Dormouse.
Yeah, I kept just taking whacks and then I got teleported away. So it's just a pain in the ass. Like, that initiative roll just sucked though, because anytime
Sure.
I had the plan, by the end of the time it came for the plan, it was totally changed.
The Dormouse was funny to make because I was like, I want someone who just pops in, shoots, and pops away. But I was like, it's not very fair to players if it's like he pops in, shoots you, and then immediately somewhere different. It's more like he pops in, shoots, hides back in the teapot, and by the next turn he teleports. So in the beginning of each of his turns, so when Rolly was like, I smashed the teapot, I'm like, there goes the damn Dormouse.
Good. Damn mouse.
Like, he splatters.
You kind of did that to yourself because of the whole little sequence with the Spirit Guardian.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you
the
did not give
Guardian
me
of
that
Faith.
smug face, I would have never hit that pot.
That's
Really?
fine.
That's interesting.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That mouse
I
was
was-
a dick.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna have an exchange with the Spirit Guard, and if you would have not given me that smug face, I would have just been mad, but I was like, whatever. And eventually I would have remembered, oh snap, something hit Vera from the teapot. Probably should deal with that.
Yeah.
Ready to smash the pots, but then I thought about it, but I didn't even think about, oh yeah, it's still in that one. I was just looking like, okay, what's the next nearest one? So
That's probably what I would have done. But then, like, that one was the closest one to me. You gave me the smug face, so I was like,
Fuck
I
this
need to
pot.
take out this anger. I need to take out this frustration right now. Bam! Oh, it was in there. Well, you're welcome.
But it's like a whack-a-mole, you know? Like, you just sort of smack this thing and you're like, splat! Well, fuck you then!
So you just gave me the smuggest face, and I'm like, you bastard.
Well, I mean, we've flavored enough that the Spirit Guardian is a loyal agent of Palor and serves Vera because of the spell. And so there's a very much a loyalty, like, no, my creator asked me to do this, and I did that. Not for you, for her, fuck you. And you're like, oh, you bitch! Bah!
But it was like okay. It wasn't what you said. It was the way you said it. It was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, oh, it was an honor defending my. What was
Yeah,
that?
it was
What
like
was the word?
my ward or something.
Yeah, something like that. It's like it was, and then you gave me the smug face. I'm like, you. And you just went smack.
You know, it's almost like I'm a bear and I'm protecting my cubs.
Oh.
No, I just really wanted to kill that stupid hair. That thing hit me. It was pissing me off.
Yeah. There was a couple of abilities that I wasn't able to use just yet for the hair, so you guys skirted by. You guys did some really serious damage, so I was like, holy fuck. Well, quick attack, let's go.
I hate those. Those are the worst. All the video games I've ever played where you're just like this giant OP character just demolishing things, and you've always got that one enemy that's like super weak but super fast, so you can never hit it. Those are the
That's been us in like multiple campaigns. And Nomad, it was those fucking crabs.
Oh god, those fucking crabs.
And like we couldn't, like that one was just like we couldn't fucking
It's like
kill
anytime we're near bodies of water. Oh no.
Like they were hard. There was a lot of them, but like for some reason we just fucking couldn't hit.
That still is my favorite
And those,
strategy was the octopus.
We also got fucking crabs in this one, those eye crabs or whatever that we were like taking forever to kill.
Yeah, but I think because we weren't putting our priority on it and they didn't really hit until later, they weren't that bad.
They
Yeah,
were bad
they
if
only
they
technically-
actually hit because they paralyzed your ass.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't get to do that.
I thought they did to me.
They did to you?
Yeah.
I think they hit one of us with that, and that's when we were like, oh.
Oh no, they didn't make you
yeah,
paralyzed. They made you
bad.
blind.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Took your sight. After the fight with the Jabberwocky, you guys headed further south, the last leg of the travel, and ended up seeing basically Davis in action. I sort of made him into sort of this person who honestly does not care that he dies over and over again. He's essentially Deadpool in that sense, where it's like he's willing to throw his body out there because he's gonna come back because of the tether that he has with the Feywild itself.
I have to admit, the moment that we saw, old bitch McKee over there, the Hungry.
Oh, Igor.
Yeah, that first sequence, like, well, what are you guys gonna do? He's right there.
I know. I feel like me and Steve had the same idea. Like we're probably really hurt, but I really want to hit this guy.
Oh no!
But that's what you guys have, so I'm just like, I'm gonna stay here until I know if we have to go.
Oh no! We couldn't have been farther apart because while you're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna beat his ass, I'm thinking, oh, so this is how it ends.
Honestly, I thought you both were just gonna be like, oh, we'll do this now, and I'm just like, oh, this is not gonna end well.
Which is precisely why I charged in and I hit, and my response was, I'm in danger.
Well, my whole thing is like, I just wanted to get Davis out of there. Then when he took off, I was just like, well, okay.
Well, it's funny because I was thinking of a moment that would not only introduce Davis and what he's trying to do currently, but also give you a taste of the affliction that he's currently experiencing, and that is this. He tapped into the chaos of the Feywild and the time dilation that happens when you travel between both planes, and what happens if you were to tie yourself to that aspect. And essentially that means you are now in a time loop. You can't really control your own spatial time.
Like, so we're just gonna staple this leaf to your head, and then we're gonna try and get you out. Okay.
By the way, Mike, thanks for introducing Groundhog's Day into our campaign for somebody.
Yeah, hey. I don't know, man. I see a movie and I go, that's gonna be in the game too.
And there you go, folks. That's how we write the stories.
I'm a hack. No, then you guys finally got to you did retreat. Honestly, it would have been interesting to see you guys fight. That'd be interesting. I don't think it'd go well. But
I don't think it'd go well either.
It would definitely not go well, given the fact that I charged in and I hit it. I hit it hard
for like 30 something odd points
and
of
it
damage.
hit you back really hard.
And it hit me back just as hard, and I'm already like very low on health, so it just made it worse. I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm in danger.
Yeah. I mean, I just healed myself because I think the lowest I was at out of 120 was 25 hit points, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go.
The funny thing, and the thing to think about, is that you are not fighting Igor either.
We were fighting the fucking minions.
Yep.
In danger.
Which is why I was like, yeah, you could try this. You could definitely try.
We're gonna have to just be clever with them. I think that's gonna be the thing. It's not so much hitting as in like tricking and everything else.
Which is why this plan works, because we'll take some guys off of us because they're no longer controlled. We can get them on our sides. The only thing we don't got right now is for the giants.
The other ones are dumb. It's the big one that's not done.
I feel like this plan is super, like, I wasn't expecting this idea, but this is a smart plan, essentially, is like removing pieces from the board.
Well, because I was like, we're going to need help. And I was like, well, how the fuck do we get them over here? I was like, we all have a strength. One lures, one hits, and one silence.
You got to learn a little bit about sort of Eladrin history and sort of
Oh, they're customs.
yeah, customs. Essentially, each tribe has a family. When you marry, you have a new family and you move on. Essentially, that's how you get the Eladrin population to grow and grow and grow and grow. Is every time you get married, you separate and now you're something different. And
Fira was like, wait, that's not my last name.
yeah, so it's
Then I got.
I think it was Pykel, and then it was the Odoru.
I do find it fascinating that pretty much every time you go, I guess, marry and have family, it's like a new lineage. It's like the families are connected, but they're not.
Yeah. I really love that idea of sort of an independence, but still knowing where your line comes from. It's like, I imagined a story, someone saying like a history story of someone going, well, the Kavads came from the Pykels and the Odoru. The Odoru came from the so-and-so. Like, just this, like, I can imagine like an old world person telling this long-winded story, which ironically, again,
I feel like in a way it's kind of cute because I mean, like, non-D&D is like you either take their name or you don't. You generally don't combine names. There's hyphenated, but like you don't like make a new one.
Well, except for that one mayor of Los Angeles who combined him and his wife name.
It was a little bit romantic too, where it was like the moment you become married, you now get to choose who you two are and what your family is going to be until they decide to move on and have their own families. So it was a bit of a romanticism. But I'm not a religious person. But this really much came from the Bible, where have you ever seen like old scriptures? It's like, and then Adam came from Jacob, and then Jacob came from Isaac, and then Isaac, and it's like, can we move on? But
I thought it was a cute concept for this, though.
Yeah, it's kind of where the idea comes from, and it's kind of nice. You got a little backstory on how Davis kind of spent his time. He originally from the Feywild. Moved to the material plane, met some friends.
Apparently I touched a nerve.
Fell in love with a human.
Hey, we got that in common.
Yeah.
I should bring that up when we're not dying.
Decided that the material plane wasn't as safe as it once was, because now Evergrey is being a bit insane. Decided to go back. And the moment he came back, probably some time passed, and then all of a sudden, Igor the Hungry decides to take over all of his villages. So he's kind of he's not a happy person,
Yeah.
And then sometime between that and now, he decided to further his study, and then tied himself to the plane.
Oh, he needed to untie himself because he screwed himself.
He does regret it, which I think is obvious.
But I think that's kind of the trend of the three of them. It's all like they realized the powers they had, and then when they realized, oh, this is not what I wanted.
Wow.
He's essentially Miles right now.
Yeah.
They all learned the hard way.
They all learned the hard way.
The real hard way.
Remember when I think the regret that I feel like the only one who doesn't have an obvious regret is Richard, but
Because he got what he wanted.
I think the only regret that he had was his daughter.
he didn't get to be with his daughter
That's true.
because of the secret cult that he had,
Yeah,
or the guild.
that was sad.
Sadness.
Even in like the journal, I think it's one of the last things he
I
said.
think he right.
Yeah.
So everyone has a guilt for what they've created. Theming. It's all theming, everyone.
Well, I would say more actions have consequences, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fuck around.
Find out.
Find out.
But
Temple, you did not follow us on that. I'm disappointed.
But now you guys are
Because her character is the staple of fuck around, find out. Okay? It's just she hasn't like fucked around and find out to the level of Richard, Miles, and Davis. So.
Fair.
But she's learning. She's learning.
Fair.
I do have an interesting tidbit about Davis, and that is I did not create his fuck around find out moment until I want to say maybe 3 weeks ago. I knew for the longest time that he had something to do with the Feywild and something.
It's always my uncles with you.
Sometimes I don't know, man. Brothers and families are interesting.
Didn't even know I had this uncle. Last campaign that we didn't stream, didn't even know I had that uncle. It was just like,
It's like, huh?
It's like Uncle Scrooge, you know? You're like, oh, this guy's a totally different beast. I don't know this person. He's rich? Wow. But no, the idea was that it was like, well, what would make a Fey person immortal? You know, it's not like an elemental where they can wish it on a genie. They're not undead. They can't be a lich. They're not celestial, so they can't like praise God until they become an immortal being. So I was like, oh, Feywild. They deal with time weirdly. So yeah, it's sort of where it stemmed from.
I'm just glad I finally got to go, even
Also-
though I know it's chaotic in the Fae. I'm like, in all the campaigns, we always said, we were teasing about it, whether it was your campaign or somebody else was running it, i.e. Nick, and it was just like, no, we ain't ever going to there.
I just want to go home.
But Rolly got to get his fighter levels.
Yay!
Yeah, I was like, is he going to make me do the Greater Restoration and Hero's Feast? Because, I mean, to be fair, Hero's Feast is a 6th level spell. I think I could fix some of that shit.
I didn't know it would work. That's why. I didn't
No,
know.
I meant Mike, if Mike was going to make use 2 of those spells.
When I was picking up the context because Rolly was like still eating food and was like, I'm not feeling so well. I feel kind of empty. And Vera was like, well, I'm going to continue. Go ahead and finish eating. Because you saw those words.
Well, because I was like, oh, maybe you just need to eat. You feel better.
During that moment, I had another window up and I was like, can Hero's Feast heal things? And it's like, it can remove poisons and diseases.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's more an exhaustion. And I was like, what's the equal thing here? And so I was like, nah, Hero's Feast is pretty powerful. It's a 6th level spell. It'll do it.
I mean, it's higher than Greater Restoration.
It
So.
is.
I mean, I just think it was fitting that it happened due to a taco.
Yeah, that too.
Taco worked way too well.
Thank you, Taco Bell.
Rolly's like, oh, well, I'm going to be a fucking warlock of Paylor now just so I can get the taco. So it's just like, it's not all you have to do, but okay.
Guys, next campaign, can one of you be a warlock
Of Taco Bell.
of Taco Bell?
Yes. Don't tempt me.
A Taco Bell Paladin.
A Paladin Taco, yeah.
Paladin sounds better.
Taco Bell Paladin, yeah.
Ooh.
It's like bell on the.
He's gonna ring your bell.
A paladin of Taco Bell, but an oathbreaker.
Oh, KFC.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Del Taco.
Oh my God! Is this a one-shot idea? I'm considering for development.
We need brand sponsorship, Del Taco.
I don't know if we can we can make fake name. Can we call it like Taco Ring or something, or like
I don't know if you want to call it Taco Ring.
No, you just go around. It says like the bells of tacos.
yeah. I can try to make maybe a food one shot. That'd be funny.
The Bell's Taco.
It's me, the Bell's Taco. That's my city that I live in. Los Tacos. It's like if you're in Las Vegas.
There it is.
But yeah, I want to see if the strategy works out for you guys. You're currently rolling for them to see if they can persuade and sneak. That's essentially what you're rolling for right now.
I mean, it does help that
you
these guys
successfully got 2 of them.
Was it with us?
Huh?
On there? It's like at least 5.
Well, we had 4, but then 2 got picked off along the way. One was already fixed. One was fixed. And then, like, the other girl or other guy left.
And they're not weak people. They're hunters. They're druids. So it's like when Rolly hits them once, it's like they're technically still up here. Like, fucking god damn it!
I mean,
It's
we
like-
try to do it the way, like, not hitting them, but then, like, I forgot what point you brought up that we were like, fuck, we're gonna have to hit them.
Well, if we don't hit them, they have a chance of freaking out and running.
Yeah. Hold up
I
aside.
think,
Trying to remove your worm so you can be free. Don't
Yeah,
yell.
I knew the moment was like when I hit the first guy and like I knocked him and he had to lean on a tree, but he was still up. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna take work, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Clank.
The oh so sorry is that's just a sad thing.
I was like, I don't want to do this, but there's no other way. Clank. Oh god, I need to get on. Oh, Clank. I'm sorry.
I don't have sleep. I can't just be like, poof, go to bed.
No, I don't think you have sleep. I don't think clerics have access to sleep.
No, I think it's a wizard thing, no?
Yeah,
I believe it's a wizard's spell.
you have to be a Twilight cleric to have that ability.
I thought, what's his face?
That's what Rise had.
Red Horn Boy had it too. Edward.
Red Horn Boy.
I thought Edward had sleep.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you
Harry.
said Twilight, and I was like, he wasn't a Twilight.
No, Twilight cleric
Oh,
is one of the few clerics that can cast sleep.
yeah, because I was like, he had sleep.
That's what Rise did to everyone. And
We're
said,
gonna talk about her.
you guys, and ran away. You know what I've been thinking of doing, though, guys? I've been thinking of doing a battle royale. And having you guys choose between the Nomad characters and these characters. And see who can win. Maybe that can fill a slot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll see.
We'll see. All right. Well,
Oh, go ahead.
no, go for it. Go for it.
I would say, as much as I love Gwen, no, I'm picking Sav.
Sav has grown a lot. Like I feel like you were a little concerned, like, oh, Sav's kind of underpowered, and now she's kind of pulling a lot of her weight.
It's like now I could figure out, like, oh, if I could maneuver this certain way, oh, I could call damage.
I remember when you were playing Sav in the beginning, it was like a lot of the uses of spells and maybe a disengage to get some distance, so it was more of like a range tactic. And now you become very slippery, is what I'm trying to say, because there's a lot of like hide. I have advantage now. I can attack, and now I can distract, and it's like you have a lot of uses. And I feel like for now, Rolly, because now he's a fighter, is more dangerous. Like, absolutely scary. Most attacks he can do, if he's attacking two people, he can do 5 attacks in a round.
Oh shit.
You're gonna need it for this one.
Because Rolly can do attack, bonus action, overwhelming cleave, action surge, attack. And you're dealing, I think, on an average of like 20 points of damage per swing. So that's what, 100 points of damage?
If you didn't say on average, because I've gotten some pretty sad numbers.
Maybe we'll say like 15.
Oh, that sounds more reasonable.
What is 15 times 5? 60?
That would be
Uh,
no, it would be 75.
Yes.
That's 75 points of damage in total in one round? That's gross.
Well, that's also assuming I hit,
true.
which I've also been lucked out of. And it's like I can always take the risk of like, hey, I'm just gonna reckless attack. Oh, he's still alive. Meep.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how you guys fare with some Eladrin hunters and druids by your side now. You got a little taste of what they can do. They're good shots with bows, and they do have some healing spells as well as some druidic magic. So we'll see how this works out. All right. Well, I think that's what we're gonna call it a short rest. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh.